is family.
Married to jealousy.
Truth or it's fantasy, yeah.
We're doing everything.
Cause there's so much to talk about. Stay still, let's prove it out. Bitter and sweet, ice and heat. Let's take a drink of honesty. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do that over. Do that over.
Come on, let's do it again.
That ain't it.
Do it again, come on.
Go. What's up? It's that.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? How y'all doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room. What's up? How y'all doing?
We're doing all right.
It is Wednesday.
Huh?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Or Wednesday. Okay. It's feeling good. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It's definitely a Wednesday.
Yeah, but we here though.
We are here. We are here, man. I'm excited about everything today. But nevertheless, without further ado, come on in the room and say good morning. You know your mama, auntie, uncle, somebody that raised you right. Come on in and say good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
What's up? What's up? Hey, thank you for joining us for yet another hour of Honest Tea with the Rutherfords. I'm your boy, Brother Greg, Minister Greg, Pastor Greg, whatever it is you need me to be. I'm there at your service as the Lord wills. And
I'm your girl, Antoinette, and you already know what it is.
hey, Antoinette, she ready.
Been
You better
ready.
know she's spaghetti and macaroni and
Definitely macaroni.
cheese and chicken. Please.
Anyway, go ahead. Let's get started, Brother Greg.
Let's go ahead and jump right on in. What is steeping in our communities? What's steeping in these good old communities? Let's check it out. What's steeping in our communities, Antoinette? Tell them what it
Well, we know that Mr.
is. What's up, Sheena? How you
Lamont
doing, baby?
Franks is doing his 7th annual sneaker drive on December the 23rd at 12 noon.
Oh,
So what Mr. Lamont does is he meets you all down at the Martin Luther King Plaza at 3665 Page Boulevard.
Yep.
And your children must be present to attend this shoe drive. But he goes in Foot Locker and Kids Foot Locker, first come, first serve, and he buys a certain amount of shoes. Whatever shoe your child picks up, children ages 1 through 16, they are able to get. Shout out to Lamont, big dog for that.
Straight up.
So his 7th annual sneaker drive will be on December the 23rd at 12 noon. I will post the flyer in the comments. Put it on your calendar. Get on up there. Don't get there at 12 o'clock. Let's be smart about the situation.
Yeah, you're going to have to be there early.
Get up there. Make sure the children are present. And get your baby some shoes.
Get your baby some shoes.
All right?
Get your baby some shoes.
Also, we still have the toy drive at the ministry that we are working with right now. We have the toy drive. So if you all want to enter into the toy drive, let me know. All you have to do is just inbox me your name, the children's name, and their ages. We'll fill out the form. And when your toy pickup is ready, we will call you for you to come and pick it up.
Straight up.
Or schedule a time for us to drop it off.
All right.
So get with me, get at me if you want them toys.
Hey. Okay.
I got all the toys.
You got what?
All the toys.
Okay. So yeah. So that is good. You know what? I think a few people did actually do the toy drive. Sign up for it.
Yeah, I got that information already.
Good. Yep, I think we're all good. But if you do need a form, I don't know if they're taking any more forms. Are they right now? They might. So reach us out. Reach.
I got a lot of pull in this town.
Reach out to us. Reach out to us. Or if you know somebody who really needs it, y'all. I know some people are talking about adopted families and all of that stuff. So if you know somebody who really needs the toys for their children, listen, they don't even have to celebrate the holidays. They literally could just, hey, your kid need toys.
Yeah.
Just, hey, you want them to have some toys, get it.
Yep.
Why you got to go to Walmart and buy them when they free?
We have plenty
toys for tots. They tots, ain't they? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, they have a lot of toys though. Hit us up.
Straight up. And we're going to have an overflow, ain't we? So it's going to be good.
I done already threw toys away to make room for those toys.
This is going to be real good. It's going to be fun. All right? So let's get it. Give me that steaming hot topic. My kind of guy.
Says she can go, but the name stays home.
The name stays home. Let me tell you something.
So apparently Tyrese is crying again.
No. No. That's something y'all not gonna do to him.
He wants his name back.
Nope.
He wants his name
as he should. That's right.
Should.
That's
so
right.
So his thing is, you hate me so much. The relationship was so bad.
You hate me so bad, girl. You hate me so bad.
Release my name. Let my name go. Go on back to your former days. But I guess there's this. She's constantly asking him for money for the baby. Mm-hmm. You know, she wants $20,000 a month for child support.
He said, you ain't never spent $20,000 a month on our child. Why are you requesting this now? And she's constantly coming back for more and more money. Now, this is another thing, too. She has her own sources of income now because she's using this and she's capitalizing on these interviews and all of this. So she's building up her own income. Now, I'm not saying that dismisses him from having to take care of their child because you need to do your business, take care of it. His whole point is, if I'm doing what I'm doing regularly, for our child, what do you need $20,000 a month?
Well, she knows
I'll do what I need to do.
She knows that their little situation is yet for a moment. As soon as Tyrese get in a relationship or get married again, she's old news. Yeah. So she already know.
Well, who's old news? Not the child.
I'm allergic to the boy.
Not the child.
The girl.
Yeah.
The ex-wife. So she just trying to secure the bag. Like he said, you faked the whole marriage and even had a baby by me. Just to secure the bag.
Now, do you believe that she was really faking through and through?
I believe, because my antenna's going up. Y'all see I'm sneezing. I believe.
All that sneezing and blowing your nose and stuff.
Baby, you a joke if you ain't never been one. Okay. Baby. Now.
Come on.
Talk about a clown. I believe. The girl did already make confessions that she let everybody get in her ear.
Right. This ain't.
I can't even talk about her. I can't talk about her. I'm straight allergic to her.
Look, this the thing.
I'm allergic to her kind.
Who is her?
That's crazy.
It's cool.
Apparently.
Unbig your nose. Said you.
Sounds like my nose.
Unbig that nose.
Whatever, girl. Oh, man. But yeah, she talks about how she let everybody get in her ear about her divorcing him and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you getting what you asking for, girl. Let the man name go.
Okay.
My thing is, y'all wasn't even married that long. They wasn't even married that long.
They petty, though. They petty. They was married for 3 years, right?
Okay.
3 years. They just ultra petty. I that's what I see. I see ultra pettiness. But at the same time, you know what? Forget all of that. If you turn it around and you doing all that extra,
go, Kidell. Why do I know what that means? But straight up,
look,
right.
But if you know what I'm saying, if you doing all of that, then come on. Man. She
dead wrong and money hungry, straight up. And she allowed her friends to mess up a good thing. Don't try to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah. No. I would have. I get him. You definitely, he like, man, run that name back. Yeah. Forget all of that.
Because then you finna go on down the line doing some old extra stuff, and my name's still finna be attached to you.
Man, but look, all these stupid people, this stupid stuff I'll be talking about. You know what I'm saying? They turn around, they talk about, oh, Tyrese crying again. Hey, man, for real, when you know you put all your eggs in one basket, man, that stuff don't feel good. I don't care what y'all say. And if you think that a man is supposed to just bounce back, honestly, and this is me being completely honest, real men have the hardest time through divorces, and I've seen it. Real men have the hardest time through divorces. Because when what did he say?
It's Kendall me and Kendall.
I'm not finna play. Watch out. Men, we don't really. There it is. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Men don't get a chance to be emotional. Tyrese is genuine. I love it. I really do. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Tyrese is genuinely one of them guys that wear his heart on his sleeve.
They constantly talking about him whining and him crying. He crying again. Like, get over it, and it's over. And if you knew that she was using you, this and that. Who really knows when somebody's using them?
I don't think that he knew.
That's what I'm saying. But who would get married thinking that somebody using them?
Yeah, and have a baby by her. My thing is, he doing all this time without a baby. Well, besides the little girl that he got. I mean, but I'm just saying, he ain't been out here just soiling his royal oats.
No, you know, he was apparently he was laying a pipe other places. But I'm just saying, the thing is, he wasn't committed in those things.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. You didn't see Tyrese flying girls all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, he was somebody new, you know, like Lori Harvey or anything like that. He's nothing compared to, those type of people. But you didn't see him flying anybody around. Like, he got into this and he was committed to that. Yeah. A lot of people was mad about it, but he didn't care because he wanted what he wanted. He clearly fell in love or whatever he wanted there. But this dude is jacked up over this.
I'm going to say that's why he is so emotional, because I think he was really blindsided by the divorce in itself. You know, he was sitting up there crying like, you couldn't have loved me. As soon as things got tough, or as soon as things weren't going your way, or feelings got involved.
Exactly.
Then you want to jet out on me. You know what I'm saying? And you want to jet out on me now, and you trying to hit below the belt and go for the gusto when it's all as it's unfolding, it all seems like it's all about money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But you know what? Up. You know what? If you look at, like I said, you look at a lot of men who struggle with this, man. Now, mind you, we do couples coaching. So we'll also talk to a lot of people who have dealt with divorce and things like that, man. Men who struggle through divorce, it's not a pretty sight. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's really hard because when you love, and you see a lot of women that they crying and they like, I loved him so much. And how could this happen? But then when the men are done wrong, it's like, I got to move on. I'm supposed to automatically move on. It's other fish in the sea. Well, I wasn't going for the fish sticks. I wanted something real pure and nice to smell nice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so. God. That's all I'm saying. Like, they don't give us the opportunity to share where they are in these situations. Go ahead.
If you don't have vulnerable moments, your character will never be tested. He's human. Social media only appreciates the highlights. Them low lights matter the most. I mess with them wholeheartedly. Straight up. Them low lights matter the most.
Hey, I was holding on. I was trying to see if he was gonna say the word. But
I guess during the time when he had some low lights, she felt like she needed to cut the lights off. She trying to play Amarin around here. Okay. So since you got that much power and that much pull, La Mama, stand on your own.
Hey, but you know how many
release
people,
the Gibson.
You know how many people dealing with that in relationships? How many men dealing with that?
What?
Women who are whining because they're not getting their way or not getting what they want at the time.
Well, that's because a lot of this stuff is not, as we talked about yesterday, it has no substance behind it. It's all predicated on how she look or how he look or how they make you feel, what they can do for you, what they can buy for you, stuff like that. I know who you are.
Got it. You are good. So hey, bro, you already know what it is. You good, man. It's funny to me. I still laugh.
It's nothing is built on solid ground nowadays.
Yeah.
So when it does get hard, it is easier to say, well, I'm moving on to the highest bidder or to the next bidder. I'm just being honest, especially for young women who trying to secure the bag. In her eyes, I done secured the bag. She got the baby. I'm just being honest. So she is milking the cow. Mm-hmm. She gonna keep milking. And as the little girl get older, it's gonna get worse if she don't get no healing and seek some type of help too. But I promise you, she gonna regret it as she already is.
Yeah, because you know what, you find yourself in a relationship. Like I said, come on, we've seen it How many times have we seen it where people will turn around, they get out of these relationships or get out of the marriage to get into a relationship, turn around and be like, man, this is horrible. Mm-hmm. I can't believe I even thought about leaving what I had, because that dude that they had, they were mad because he didn't want to spend money. They were mad because he was tight on and strict when it comes down to certain things that they did. They were mad because he was building toward the future. They were upset, like they were upset with so many different things. And then they get with somebody who's willing to splurge but beating your tail, who willing to take you out everywhere and do all that you want to do. Y'all having all the fun in the world, but he looking at everything that walked past. So he hitting you tonight, and then he tapping something else tonight right after you. Or tomorrow, you know, you turn around and you see that the grass is, there it is. You want to be on the show. Just come on the show.
The grass is greener wherever you water it, straight up. And a lot of people.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of people gonna realize that. Yeah. And sometimes I saw a post that the grass was greener because it's fake. Give me the authentic grass. I want to feel the earth. I want to be grounded. I want to be.
What you dealing with?
I want to be one with you in nature. Oh, don't give me that old plastic grass that they put up that's green all year round. No, give me something that's letting me know the seasons are changing. We growing here. If dead things are falling off, good things are blooming up. Now don't make me mad, little girl.
We hitting that something about the name Jesus. We're going to hit that at the end. That's going to be the deliverance.
Speaking of names, but get that man his name back. You just using the name for clout.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. And you know what? Admit what it was that you were doing, and then keep it moving. Yeah. But don't try and string him along, man, and turn, like, I don't know. I don't like that, man. When you got some good dudes, man, people, they always end up in these situations where people end up jacking them up. You know, I don't like that, man. I really don't appreciate
it. Like, no damage here for the next woman. You'd have done enough damage.
You know what? But also, if you're wise, there is no damaging for the next woman. Yeah. There is no damaging. And that's something that, to Tyrese, I would say, just be careful that you don't allow this to set you up for the next relationship. Right. You can't, no, it can't come between who you are and the person that you are. I'm learning something. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna go too deep into it. Okay. We change and alter our authentic self for the pain that we dealt with in past relationships and encounters. Mm-hmm. You cannot change who you are as your authentic being. You can't. You have to learn that this can't alter me. I now alter relationships.
Mm-hmm. Or alter my
I alter my expectations. But you know what? Even in that, you up your standards, right? And things of that sort. But altering has to go with the relationship, not with the character.
That's true.
Because if you know you did well, then do well. Keep doing well. You know who you are in that relationship. Don't alter that. But you can't allow the people to think that's even a possibility of them altering who you are. Yeah. No, you don't change who you are for the relationship, for the person. None of that. You are amazing at who you are. You know you gave the real you. You gave 100% of who you are. You did not slack. You did not draw back. Now, don't lie to yourself and say you did give 100% and you know you only gave 20. Be honest. And if there needs to be some altering in who you are, then go ahead. Change that. Shift that. Transform it. Do whatever you got to do to get to the better parts of you so that you can give it to the rest of the world, right? But don't let it alter the good parts in you. I'll never trust again. Why would you say that about yourself? What would you not want to? You appreciated the relationship. Just because they didn't don't mean somebody else won't. Now you're going to alter the way that you encounter with people and how you choose. Mm-hmm. Because if you was choosing because she was light, fine, this, that, whatever it is, if you was choosing from that, then you already see where your mess up was.
It's always presumed that the man is the problem too. From the jump, when things come out and change the perspective, that's also an emotional cycle for me, and most of us are guilty until proven innocent. And I definitely agree with that. I know some great men who have been dogged by women.
Yep.
I'm just being honest.
Yep.
But because, like you said, everybody's so used to what he did or what he say. And I'm not saying that he's perfect to the point where it's like he didn't mess up in no area. Maybe he just, he didn't do nothing for you to be crying and falling all out and getting divorces and doing all of that about. He had flaws, as we all do, but it wasn't nothing to me falling all out. Now you sitting here and you don't want to be.
Hey man, I miss you, dude, man. This dude is.
We trying to get Tyrese's name back today.
Hey, that's what we trying.
We trying to get Brother Tyrese's name back.
Hey man,
Sister Gibson, if you would please bring the name back.
Hey, but I do want to say that to the men out here, man. If you know that you're a good man, don't let that be changed by
He's a good man, Savannah.
Trashy women in relationships, or even good women who didn't know how to treat you right because they were still wounded or still dealing with their traumas. Mm-hmm. I've learned that trauma has controlled so many people.
Yeah.
Trauma, literally, it controls so many people. And that's why I'm saying, like, when you're a real man, you can't let that stuff. I'm daily praying, and I'm daily, like, getting myself and my mind together, seeking God on how I can be better. I'm just being real. Because if I'm not being better today, then I got a problem. I got an issue. And so I need that for my son. I need that for my children, for my wife, for my relationship, because I want to be better tomorrow.
The good men are done wrong and the bad ones are praised. Let me tell you a little story about a girl named Me. Coming from the ABC. 1, 2, 3. Get up on me. Don't want to be real bad when I come. Let it be. Woo! Hey, woo-hoo. No, straight up. Listen. Listen though. So for so many years, and I had to, kind of draw back.
Yeah.
But I've always said that. And I think I used to offend a lot of people because of the way that their bare minimum that they were getting. Mm-hmm. I wasn't impressed. So they'd be in, girl, he did, and I'd be sitting back going, because I got a good man. I'm just gonna be real and 100 with you. Woo! Got a good man. Always have been good to me, Brother Greg.
All right,
still
now.
Good to me.
Okay, all right.
Now.
Tell the people something. All right.
So when you come up with this, the good guys are corny and the good guys are simps and all this old other foolishness, but.
That came from a real heavy place in you,
didn't it? Did.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would you laugh?
I'm sorry, because I know the backstories. Go
ahead. Yeah, I had somebody tell me, I'm going to just be 100. I had somebody tell me, everybody ain't no simp like Greg. And that's when I had to pull their card. I had to pull your card. I said, oh, he's a simp because he cherishes and appreciates his marriage and he takes care of his children. He a simp. I said, no, you just ain't used to having no good men in your life.
Straight up.
Put him on pause, Brother Greg. I put him on pause. I put him on mute for the rest of the night. And I didn't mean to, but don't come up on me and don't think I'm going to hit you back. You get what I'm saying? I'm not Loretta. I done told y'all that so many times. I am not first lady that's going to sit on the front row with a handkerchief on her knees and let you come one to her. No, ma'am. You will never little bow wow me.
Okay.
But
yeah. So
there are good men and they praise these dogmatic men. Yeah. Oh, girl, he gave me $10,000. He ain't doing it. Okay, but you can't even find him when you need him. Like, cut it out.
All right.
It's all for show.
And I try not to make everything so much so sexual, I would say. But you know what? A lot of women turn around and they say, hey, the bad boys look like they know how to lay the pipe. They look like they know how to do their thing, and that's what it is. Let me tell you something. Never underestimate what you can't appreciate.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? That's all I'm saying. So keep going for what you know.
Lord, help my husband.
And one day you'll recognize it was bare minimal when you get to what you need to get. That's all I'm telling you. See, this ain't no the size of the boat don't matter. It's the motion of the ocean. No, I ain't even talking about that. What I'm trying to tell you is you'll get the full cruise experience if you learn to appreciate what we trying to navigate.
What T.I. say? Ain't no mystery in my history.
Ain't no mystery in my history. You understand me? In my future either. You know what's coming, baby. You know what's coming, okay? So all I'm saying is, that's all I'm saying.
But I'm going to tell you what
Don't do all of that.
If I could just be 100 with you.
Hold on now. You gotta...
He is a good man, Savannah.
Oh, that's what's up.
He's a good man.
Fight. She said them fight.
Top tier. You going through the comments?
Never underestimate.
Greg always been a different guy. All good men don't have to be the same good man either.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's real. That's real.
So, but don't come up on me with no foolishness.
Straight up.
That's all I'm going to tell you. Because I'm going to tell you the truth if you ask me some questions.
That's real.
But I think that we are, especially in our community, so everybody's used to toxicity. So
you cut that off real quick.
What?
You was scared.
Toxicity?
Toxicity. You ain't know you ain't know you go in there right, did you?
Hey, you know my tongue.
Toxic.
But everybody's used to toxic stuff.
Yeah.
So when they get a good man, somebody who ain't about drama, somebody who all about them, somebody who care, love, church, respect them, who take care of their responsibilities, who's a good father, they don't know how to really handle that.
Yeah.
How do I handle not being in a circle of people who down in their men? Or how do I handle making, my life is, I'm not going to say perfect, but I'm around all these people and around all this other trauma that I done grew up with, and around my girlfriends who could talk about this, who could talk about that, and I don't have those stories.
Yeah.
So I'm boring. I'm the good girl, or whatever the situation is. Same thing with men. My wife ain't cussing me out and disrespecting me and slapping me around and doing this and doing that. So when I get with my homeboys, they talk about this and talking about that and why they gotta cheat, and I'm like, nah, bro, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's used to this just toxic stuff.
Yeah. And
when they get in a situation that's good, they really don't be knowing how to handle it sometimes.
But what made you choose the way you chose? Because you struggled with that when we were friends, right?
Struggle with what?
Struggle with going with this choice. Because when we were friends, it was kind of like you kind of always put out there, like, you know what I'm on, you know what you're going towards, and you made it seem like you were.
No, that's because I ain't want nobody in my business. Nobody need to know what I was doing.
But you were. I mean, I'm not talking about when you were doing. I'm talking about when you beforehand, before that. Because once you started doing, wasn't no turning back. You wasn't getting away from that. You already know what it was.
And
but
same here.
when you indeed, and that so when you
it was all 3 lunches looking for me. Where had that today? I'm right here, Greg. Hey.
But when you thought of being in a possible relationship with me, I know it wasn't hard to see because we were great friends. But would I have been a choice of yours, knowing history and the type of men you were used to being around, type of man your father is, like all of that? Would that really have been an original choice? Have you thought about that?
Who was my father?
Magic don't have a father. Never mind. No, seriously.
I mean, I always, of course, you go through this persona thing. You the look of things.
What's up, little bit?
But I always know what I wanted in a man because I never wanted my dad in a man. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And I had an example of a good man in my life, my grandfather. And Greg is much like my grandfather. I'll be honest with you. Okay. But I knew what I wanted and didn't want for what I saw.
Right.
Now, when it came to being in a relationship or even, I'm not saying that because I'm not giving you no credit.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Letting you lay down the pipe or whatever.
Yeah. Tell me you ain't giving me no credit. Credit is due. It has been done.
I was just secretive in my private life.
Yeah.
But where people would think that I would go for the bad boy or whatever. Yeah, I'll sit and I'll talk to you. I'll entertain you for a while, but I knew you was trash. That ain't nothing that I wanted to get in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Don't sit too long.
Yeah.
Type stuff. You know? Mm-hmm. But Levante says, I've definitely passed up men because of how it could have looked outside. What to outside people?
Yeah. How it could have looked to outside people.
How could the outside people? True. Like I said, once again, letting people get in your ear, trying to keep up with the Joneses, baby. You better be the Joneses.
Yeah, and that doesn't negate. Like, I'm not talking about good men being. I love what Kendall said. He said all good men ain't the same type of. Like, you have different types of good men. You got some hood dudes that are good men.
Yeah.
You got some geeks that are good men, but you got some geeks that are some ratchet people. Men. Yeah, straight up. And you got some hood dudes that are absolutely amazing. So you got all things. Like, it's about you finding what is going to work for you, but also not dismissing it because they are good to you or because they're good people, period. Yeah. I always look at values, you know.
Well, I would love to sit down and talk to Miss X Gibson. And
maybe we shouldn't call her that. Lee. We can call her Lee.
What's her last name?
Samantha Lee, is it?
She's non-existent in my book, honestly, because she ain't with Tyrese no more. Who knew you before then? Okay. But Tyrese baby mama. And to see what you mean.
Tell my boy, you need to call him Texas baby. Tell him he did.
What you mean? What did you really let people get in your ear and say?
Yeah.
And what was good about the marriage and good about the man that you feel like you need to hold on to his name? Because if a dude was that bad to you, like Tyrese said, if you hate my guts, why do you want my name?
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
And y'all was only married for what? 3 to 5 years. So it ain't like you had a lot of documentation changed.
Yeah.
And it ain't like you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's something that you've been with for 15, 20 years and you can like, oh, this just rolls off my tongue when I say it.
Yeah.
Did Kimora Lee Simmons keep her last name before she got remarried?
She was with him for how long?
I think in the stage presence, she kept Kimora Lee Simmons.
Yeah, because that's who she was always.
But I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're not going to go there.
What? Come on, man. We on honesty, man.
We on honesty. With her situation, man, you vetted me since I was a little girl.
Ooh-wee. I don't want to do this.
So she was built up on Kimora Lee Simmons.
Yeah. She was raised.
She
was raised as
Kimora Lee Simmons.
Yeah, because he was apparently vetting her from the time she was groom or whatever, from the time she was.
But I think that's more of a business name. Kimora Lee Simmons is more of a business name. I think like official documentation. I think her name may have been changed, but
yeah. But I see the women
literally raised. Come on, you know where I'm
going. When you what's up, sis? When you see, I see that a lot of women who has not changed their name in Hollywood, they can't stand no dang on marriage.
That's true.
Felicia Rashad. What was come on, like you had a whole
Felicia
bunch of
Rashad that's her married name.
From how long ago?
From
that was her first marriage. Wasn't that her first marriage?
Yeah.
That was her first marriage, but she's been Felicia Rashad this whole time because the stage, once you set the stage with it, is like, hey, it is what it is. And then they think they keep that name. But even Kimora Lee Simmons, she's been with how many people? How many times has she been married?
Kimora Lee Simmons.
And she's still Kimora Lee Simmons, but her marriages keep dropping off because her stage name is kind of what sets the Listen, change these stage names so you can stay in these relationships. She done got with Zimbabwe.
That man's name is Jaime.
Who?
Jaime.
You talking about the African from Namastad?
It's Jaime, ain't it?
Is it Namastad?
That man ain't from no Namastad.
He playing the movie Namastad.
He playing Blood Diamond.
He played in Namastad.
That's not a movie, Greg. I never met a movie named Namastad.
If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know the movie. Please, somebody, please confirm. Please, I can't stand it.
Either way,
she trying to act right. No. Yeah, she said I'm right. She said I'm right. Please tell me you was talking to me.
Was talking to me. 3 minutes
Namastad.
ago, she said
Is it Namastad? Namaste. Y'all know the movie.
It's a part of their brand. I get it, but she ain't doing nothing. Yeah. What are you branding? Give the man his name.
As much as it's a part of your brand, you also have to think about the name that you carry. What man is okay with you still carrying everybody else's name?
That's true.
Now, CeCe Winans' husband She's known as Amistad.
Thank you.
Is that what it was? Amistad? Sorry.
Yeah,
that's it. Amistad.
Good morning, sis.
Yeah, thank you. But you knew what I was talking about. But thank you. Yes, he played in that movie. But he was just But Cece Winans, that was her original name.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
But even now, in recent years, she has let know my last name is not
Love.
Winans. My last name is Love. Winans is just my stage name.
Yep. Winans is just what everybody know me as, but that's not another man's name. You feel what I'm saying?
I think J-Lo is the only one that has never changed her name. She's been Jennifer Lopez through all 36,000. You done messed
I'm not finna play with you. I'm not finna play with you.
363,800. Hey, back and forth. She J-Lo all through and through.
Low.
Ain't nobody built her. That's all she trying to tell you.
J-Lo.
Tina Turner fought to keep her name. That's true.
She sure did.
Because she felt like she worked for that name.
She sure did.
But Tina was a made up name.
Yeah, it was
because her real name ain't even Tina. Her name is Anna. So her thing is, he built his whole career and made me a character or made this name for me, and I worked hard for this name.
Yeah,
you're not gonna just take this name.
And I'm not saying that I agree with all of it, but what I will say, as a stage character versus it being a tag to your real name, that's a thing to me. You know what I'm saying? So for it to be just a stage character, and it wasn't a real name for her. She was Tina Turner before she was ever a Turner.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Before she ever even married him. She was Tina Turner. So it was a thing for the stage. So she just kept that stage name. And mind you, she kept the name and gave everything else up. And then it still took 80 years to get married.
That's true.
And then she got married and then she went ahead and, went on up out of here.
Don't play with her.
A couple of years later. No, I'm just saying this is the real thing. This is the real thing. Hey, who you telling? She my people's. But it's just it's a thing. Yeah. So get rid of the fake name. Your
daughter got the name. That's good enough. You're going to be paid for.
So that's good enough.
I'm just saying, if that's what you're worried about, if you're worried about giving up the name for monetary gain or whatever, because that's all I can see. You want to just be known constantly everywhere you go as Tyrese's ex-wife.
That's what I believe.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to hold on to that. You didn't appreciate it when you was in that, so just let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You didn't want to work through whatever you needed to work through.
Yeah.
It's okay. You'll get another bag. Keep the bag you got. Take your $20,000 a month.
Yeah.
Go on
and
with
become
your daughter.
like a Lori Harvey. Get with somebody else that
don't nobody want her.
Try it. Just try.
Don't nobody want her. But yeah, it's okay. Let the man name go.
Yeah, let it go.
Speaking of all for clout, we finna stir it up right quick.
We stirring it up. Go for it.
King wants top pay for interviews after tussle with T.I.
When you talk about securing the bag for the people,
I'm so sick of little Magic Eraser mouth. I don't know what to do.
Hey, what did you just say? What did you just
His
call
teeth do look like Magic Eraser.
He's a kid. Come on, man.
King grown. I wouldn't be going that hard on him.
No, he's a little bitty kid to us.
He is not no little bitty kid. King, you need to have a seat. I'm telling you now. Because you about to get taken out of the wheel. You about to get taken out of the wheel.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Greg blowing his nose. You done made Brother Greg so mad.
Look, I'm tired of this. Okay.
Come on.
Wait.
So now he feel like he done made a name for himself because he got heavy with his daddy.
Hey, I was just saying.
Well, you dirty.
And if they business people, like I know they are, they on board.
They on board.
Right now, they toasting saying, and that's how you move, son. You've done it. You've done well.
You've done well. King that made Tip mad. He is very, very, very.
He want a
upset.
big tip for it.
He's gonna start using big words and some more.
Yep.
Because look, King, you got your little 5 minutes of fame, dude. Like we know you stand on business, homeboy.
Nope.
We know you stand on business.
Nope. Let him get his money. Let him get his money.
And that'll be all he live off of.
Everybody else is getting their money. Let him get his money, right? And then later on, you need to come restore the name. Now, you didn't play your game. That's all I'm saying. Get your little money because that's how Hollywood works. So you need your little money and you want to do all that. That's fine. Do your own thing. But you need to restore the name.
All because he want to be from the hood.
Right.
Why do you want to be from the hood?
Right. Because let me tell you something. Because I came from these streets. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Why you talking about?
And because I came from these streets, you know.
I be trying, I be trying to conceal it. So y'all know Greg is from the trenches.
I am not. I am not.
Okay.
I am not. I've come from
the trenches.
No, Florissant.
You ain't from no Florissant.
Florissant, Missouri. Okay. That's where. Yeah. No.
Rich people problems.
Yeah.
He was at his grandma's house. Your granny was rich. Your mama was taking care of your granny. What are you talking about? You want more with no silver spoon? Look mighty platinum to me.
Woo! You know how people feel like where they are is just like everybody else got the best. So this I don't know. We talked about this.
But the thing is, the little boy gets on my nerves. Gets on my nerves so bad. Like you want to be so heavy. You not. Your mouth might be heavy. Your head might be heavy. But you not. Like, come on, man. Make it make sense. Now you want money to explain why your daddy choked you out. Well, it's all clout chasing. Y'all better be careful who y'all got in y'all circles, man. That's all I'm telling you. Kids, wives. It seems like you can't trust nobody.
Came from Kinlock with us.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on now. Was that for me? Is you trying to crown me a king?
No, he not talking about.
Oh, I was finna say I can come. Boy, I can be a part of Kinlock.
He from the trenches. Trying to tell you.
I can be a part of Kinlock. She said he wouldn't last. Straight up.
He wouldn't last.
Straight up. That boy would have peed on himself.
Ain't no mystery in T.I.'s history, and he done already told you.
Yeah, straight
I'm
up.
I'm gonna start saying that every time things about to get a little rough. I'm gonna start letting y'all know ain't no mystery in my history. When I say that, y'all need to get me on up out of there.
No, go somewhere.
Y'all need to get me on up out of there.
You know people finna start putting that on the t-shirt. That's funny.
I'm trying to tell you.
That is hilarious.
It's all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
Everything ain't gotta
because I appreciate a good name over money any day.
Good name.
But like I said, I get it. He's trying to get his little paper. He's trying to see what it looked like to make his own way, pave his own way or whatever. Let's see what happens. But I think their family, even in spite of T.I. and Tiny's stupid stuff and all their relationship stuff, that's them. Mm-hmm. They just weird and nasty, and that's what they choose for their relationship. God. It is what it is. I'm serious. It is what it is. That's what they choose for their relationship. He told you he ain't never letting it go. He told you he ain't never letting it go. You know what I'm saying? He said, when you're high, when you're low, girl, I promise I will never let you go. Hey, I got you. Hey, say I got your back. Said I be right as long as you beside me. All right, so they clearly ain't going nowhere, right?
Right.
But they have a good name as a family. That much I'll say. Whatever their family structure is, it has been a good name. Like
don't mess up the legacy.
You see their kids, you see their legacy, you see all the stuff that they're doing. They dope. They doing great as a family. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try and throw dirt on your parents' name and they built what they built.
Because you could have had a daddy like Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
Who really did drop you off at your granny house and drop his last name to get away from you.
Exactly. Especially after look at the way that you look, you be careful just how you come out with certain things. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay.
It could be that he sees how his dad made it and his survival and struggle gave him a story and made him big. I understand what you're saying. I get it.
That's a good point.
But the thing is, okay, it's okay to when I watch ATL, you got a Picasso in your house. Like, I'm from the track. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? But
you ain't getting no cut in.
That's fine. But I mean, whatever. I guess he feels like his life was fabricated for the cameras, like we talked about the other day, where he like, y'all act like I lived with y'all. Y'all had to come and get me for tapings and stuff, and they like, okay, we came and got you. You stay with your granny because you cried to stay with your granny.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't like you had to, or we left you. And even then, in leaving you over there, you still was in an upper echelon neighborhood. You still talking about being homeschooled so that you can be a rapper. Like, you wasn't getting it out the mud like you trying to claim that you was doing. You wasn't standing on business, partner.
I can't stand it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
What'd you say, Angie? What'd she say? Where's she at?
This microwave generation wanted all in a few seconds. Honor thy mother and thy father. First commandment with promise. I'm trying to tell you.
Straight up.
Because the way he going, all his teeth look like piano keys.
Just be falling right on out that mouth.
The Lord had already told him what he need to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But straight up.
Yeah.
Man, he the only kid that be in the news and it's portraying something he not. JoJo, Diggy, and Russell. Do you hear me?
That's real. That's real.
Do you hear me?
That's real. Yep.
Angela Simmons and Vanessa. A lot of people didn't even know that. What's the wife's name? The wife. Reverend One wife ain't even named Mama.
Yeah, I didn't know
they
that.
They didn't get all on the TV show.
I didn't know that.
They didn't get all on that. This ain't my mama, and this ain't creating problems that ain't got to be created.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Baby, live in a lap of luxury. Do your thing. You got the money. Good God.
What he say? He can feel how he feel, but
the streets is not.
You don't want the listen.
And he gonna get out there and get folded up like a pretzel, and then he gonna be calling his daddy.
You don't want the streets. Please don't want the streets.
Listen, Lord, I let him have that lifestyle, and I tell him every interview you do, and you sit up and badmouth me, and you sit up and want to talk your stuff, you live off of that money from that interview.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Yep.
Let's do that. And you do something else, I'm taking you out the wheel.
No, forget taking you out the wheel. I'm taking you to the streets. Let's go.
He couldn't handle it.
Let's go.
You hear how he was choking and teeth falling out his mouth? The teeth really bother me. I'm sorry.
I see.
You know, you see how he was choking when T.I. was talking to him. I mean, you know, because T.I. was talking to him. You know, look, Jody. Strong OMD.
I don't even
feel like it. Strong OMD.
I don't even feel like it, man.
Man, whatever. Y'all be careful who y'all have around y'all. A lot of people clout chasing. A lot of people want to be connected to you just because of who you are and because of what you get.
This is true. This is true.
So let us be mindful. It's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. That's God. That's the word right there.
And don't ever say to yourself, you ain't got nothing. Because you do.
You do.
You got your name, your legacy, who you are as a whole. That is a lot that people will want to live off of. And you might be like, man, I ain't even arrived yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. What I'm building right now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, it's more than enough for what
family included. Did you hear what I said?
What you say?
Family included.
Family included. All of the above. But if you have a strong family, don't forget.
I'll tell somebody in me, don't get up here and tell nobody you my cousin. I will embarrass you.
Yeah.
I will walk right past you like I don't know you. Don't come up here with no foolishness.
Yeah, because I got certain cousins that I just won't even mention. You better, yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't even let certain people work for me at the little business.
At the what?
At the business. Because I don't need nobody coming up there. You know what I'm saying? This my cousin stuff. I ain't got to do. Man, don't do that.
Right. Somebody told me, say, hey, I need a job. No,
you don't. Not over here.
Not over here.
We ain't got no friends.
No.
It's one man shop.
We ain't got no open. We ain't got no openings.
None.
Right now, the way the business account work, we ain't paying nobody. You working for free? Nah. Okay. Dang. Okay. All right. We was looking for free work.
People will legit want to be. No. Be careful. You can't attach everything to your legacy.
That's real.
That's real. And choosing your spouse. Mm-hmm. Let's just be real.
Yep.
So. Don't attach everything to your legacy, man.
Hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Do it right now because we here, and then that way we can go end this thing out with a big shebang. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and do this. You know, but hey, listen, protect your legacy.
That's it.
By all costs, protect your legacy by all costs. Somebody put it in the comments so that way they know. This is your sip on this. Protect your legacy by all costs.
At all costs.
A good name at all costs. Thank you. By all costs. Where I'm at.
That's all right. I got
at all costs. Listen, a good name is far more precious than jewels and rubies.
Yeah.
Okay? You do not want to let a good name go to waste. You have to know that if your name is good, this is where the whole point of credit is built off of that proverb right there. A good name. You have good credit because you have a good name. That means that you were intentional with the way you handled the relationship. I remember
talk to the people.
when somebody taught me about credit. When my mom taught me about credit, not my birth mother, but my godmother, when she taught me about credit, she said, "This is the foundation of credit. You get this, you'll be able to master your credit score. You'll never have a problem." She said, "Credit is all about good relationship. This is why they want to know if you are in good standing. It's all about good relationship. If you can master good relationship, credit will never be an issue to you." And Lord have mercy if I didn't listen to that lady, because her whole thing is, if you have respect for a relationship, it doesn't require you to see me every day. It only requires you to know who I am, the benefit that I have to you. Mm-hmm. So you will treat it as a benefit and not as something that you squander. Mm. And that's what creditors look for. Is good relationship. One that you have treated the relationship as a benefit and not as a squandered good. One that spoil goods. You allowed yourself to see it as more than what you have right before you or what you need in the moment. We treat credit like I need it right now. This is what I want right now. And we go for the fast pace instead of thinking longevity in the relationship. You get a credit card right now that you know you ain't going to use down the line. You close that credit card out. That is more detrimental to your credit score because, and to your credit history, because they're asking, why did you close that account?
Jumping in relationships.
You're jumping in without thinking longevity. Now, you know you have Discover and you want to have a long relationship with Discover. But because you got some stuff going on, you let Discover go. And you let all of that just fall off because you was like, I just needed it for the moment. Listen, those are not the ones that you want to let that relationship go. Protect your legacy at all costs. You have to learn how to protect your legacy with the relationships that you are connected to, that you are in, and require them to do the same. Yeah. Require them to do that. I remember with my Discover card, I remember I was on, they started me off with, the down payment. And then I called them for it was after 6 months. I called them. I'm like, hey, it's been 6 months. I've been in good standing. Why have you all upped my balance? And they were like, well, it looks like it's not due for a review in the next few months. I said, okay, well, I've been consistent. And from what I was told, if I was consistent, then you will up my balance. Literally 2 months later, I kid you not, they sent me my deposit back. They up my balance to a nice amount. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Why? Because I know the time that I'm putting in. I know the work that I'm putting in. And yes, you may see yourself as the creditor, but I'm letting you know that I have value here as well. So don't think that I'm going to sit here on a deposit for so long because I was so-called trying to prove myself to you. Now it's time. I've proven myself. Now you prove yourself to me. Be that same way in your relationships. Be that same way in your relationship because it's translatable to and transferable to both business and to relationships. You have to learn to think relationships mean something. So a good name means something. Yep. Protect your legacy at all costs.
I'm gonna delete some numbers out of my phone today. You're blocked.
I ain't say that.
Oh, I takes it.
She be trying to delete.
I be trying to unfriend and unfamily so quick. Lord help me.
Man, you got to protect your legacy, man. And that's even when it comes to your children. In this regard, I kid you not. Hey, you feel like you can make it on your own? This is how I'm going to help you out. Go ahead and be on your own. Stop trying to glean to me and glean off of me and attach yourself to me because you feel like you made a name for yourself. Mm-hmm. No, go ahead and you build your name yourself.
I'm telling you,
give me mine back.
I'll sock it to that little boy. Do you hear me?
Give me mine
and
back.
I don't know malicious intent or anything like that, but it's just to let you know and recognize at the end of the day, wherever you go, you are still King Harris. you have my name.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you mention my name, since you got it out the mud, anytime you mention my name, you got to pay me.
Yep.
This court document, we're going to get this notarized.
That's how you handle business.
Anytime you mention my name,
that's how you stand on business.
You got to pay me.
Yeah, because you're big and bad enough to mention my name, right?
Come on.
This is my name and the legacy that I've built. So now go without the name.
Yeah.
Go without the name and just go with King. No last name at all. You ain't got no daddy. Go with go with that. Go without the last name and see how far you get. And this is the thing. I mean, this is for both situations with Tyrese's ex-wife and with him. Like you will always be who you need to be to that person, right? T.I. will always be who he needs to be to his son.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't misuse or mishandle my name and try and throw dirt on it without recognizing I've set you up for the best.
Yeah.
And the reason why people are even listening to your story is because of the legacy that I have built out for you. So come with the truth. Tell them how hard we worked. Yeah, you were at your granny house because you wanted to be with your granny, but at the same time, tell them how hard we worked for you. Tell them how hard it is for us to be parents and still be entrepreneurs and business people and stand on our business and still make sure that you have everything that you need.
Yep.
Tell the full story, but don't throw dirt on my name because I've made a good name for myself. And fortunately, it set it up well enough for people to want to hear what you have to say. You lost your mind.
Please.
Play that piano another day.
I like that.
You saw what I did because
I like that. Yeah,
you said
like
teeth like piano keys. That's all I'm saying.
So Miss Giblin Goblin wannabe Gibson. The name stays home, baby. My dad always told me one wrong move can cost you everything, and one wrong person can bring you down quick. Wait, I'm gonna go further. I'm gonna say this. Tell your daddy he was right, but I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm gonna say? I do this all the time.
There you go.
A person who ain't got nothing to lose will help you lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
If people around here ain't got nothing to lose,
yep.
Better stay from around them.
Better stay from around them. Let them talk crazy. Everybody giving him
superficial love to maximize the issue, but then it tips sue him for defamation. He doing too much. No, that's what I'm saying. We standing on business, right?
That's why I said this would be a good way to teach him business. This would be a good way to teach him business. And if you know Tip, if you know him, he ain't really like worried about money or hungry about all of that. I would get the money and I keep it in a safe for when you come to your senses. I sue you for defamation. Pay me. I want my payout. Ain't no letting this off. No, give me my payout, and then it'll be released to you after you come to your senses. Mm-hmm. After you've established a whole name for yourself, then I say, I'm proud of you. Now you've established a legacy for yourself without even having to use my name. Now you can have what's allotted to you.
Yeah.
That's how you teach these people, boy. I'm telling you, that mess them up real bad. But yeah, we got to really protect our legacy by all costs at all costs. Golly, at all costs, because your legacy, your name is all you have. Listen, your body will die. Okay? Your teeth might fall out. God forbid. Okay? I'm sorry. Your eyes, your sight will get dim at some point. Your hearing, you can lose. Okay? All of these things you can lose. You can lose a limb in a second, all of that, right? But a name will last forever.
Temptations forever.
Your name will last forever. Forever, your name is written, and what you were known as, who you were, that's exactly who you will forever be remembered as. A good name is far greater than precious jewels and rubies. You have to know that if you have a good name, it sets you up and sets your legacy up and all those who come behind you for greater. That's why I tell my children all the time, man, it's important for me to be who I am in your life. Why? Because you're the only one left to tell the legacy of my name. You're the only one left to carry it on. And if you change your name, you still have to carry on whatever I put there. because you'll forever be associated with my name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this one last thing. Y'all remember what's that? Hey, I love this dude.
The apology do gotta be as loud as a disrespect.
Straight up. Hey,
you was bullhorn mouth when you was going off.
Yeah,
bullhorn and apologize.
I ain't gonna rest until you apologize. What he saying? Second life for the bees. All right, this it. I'm done with this. There was a movie, Coco. You remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a little kid Disney movie, right? I actually like the little movie or whatever. Besides the World of the Dead, I ain't care for all that. But there was a movie, Coco. And in the movie Coco, what happened was the little boy, he had to go back and save his grandfather's name, because if nobody has a picture up of you, you apparently disappear in the afterlife because people forgot about you. So if they don't have a picture or memory, I'm sorry, not a picture. If they don't have a memory of you, then the last person that remembers you, that's what your memory and your legacy in the afterlife dies with. I thought that was so profound, because that is how we ought to think and live our lives. When someone remembers us, we live on. And if our legacy is nothing less than mentioned in a conversation, of a name of a conversation or a connection there, then we live on. And that means our legacy continues to live on. I don't have to be in the history books, but I will be in a conversation. I will be a part of a foundational thing. Somebody's going to know something about me. Why? Because I've done the work that I was supposed to do. And I was intentional with how I built my relationships and how I carried my name. Thank you for joining us for yet another hour of honesty with the Rutherfords. It's been real. I'm your boy, Brother Greg.
And I am Mrs. to you, Antoinette Rutherford.
And you better know that she ain't giving that name back, because I ain't taking it
back. I carry you well, y'all. Press and curve.
Carry you super well. Love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Faith or its family, married to jealousy. Truth or its fantasy, yeah. We're doing everything, 'cause there's so much to talk about. Stay still and brew it out. Bitter and sweet, ice and heat. Let's take a drink of honesty.